In the case of Flight 96, the plane was able to make a successful emergency landing because not all of the underfloor cables were severed, thus allowing the pilots limited control. This greatly contrasted with Flight 981, where all of the underfloor cables were severed in the decompression and the pilots completely lost control of the plane. In the aftermath of Flight 96, the NTSB made several recommendations regarding the hatch design and the cabin floor. Primarily, it recommended the addition of vents in the rear cabin floor that would ensure that a cargo area decompression would equalize the cabin area, and not place additional load onto the floor. In fact, most of the DC-10's cabin floor had vents like these, only the rear section of the aircraft lacked them. Additionally, the NTSB recommended that upgrades to the locking mechanism and to the latching actuator electrical system be made compulsory. Despite this, the Federal Aviation Administration did not issue an airworthiness directive requiring these changes, instead reaching a gentleman's agreement with McDonnell Douglas to make some lesser changes to the hatch and no changes to the floor. The Flight 981 aircraft had been ordered from McDonnell Douglas 3 months after the service bulletin was issued, and was delivered to Turkish Airlines 3 months later. Despite this, the changes required by the service bulletin had not been implemented. Through either oversight or deliberate fraud, the manufacturer construction logs showed that this work had been carried out. In addition, an improper adjustment had later been made to the locking pin mechanism on the Flight 981 aircraft, causing the locking pin travel to be reduced. This meant that the pins did not extend past the torque tube flanges, allowing the handle to be closed without excessive force despite the improperly engaged latches.